Salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be talking about some new upcoming releases that I'm super excited about. It's kind of like my fall TBR. Hugo, you cannot be right on top of me when I film. What are you doing? I feel like you guys are really close. Hello, how are you? What is going on with my shirt? I'll talk today. We need to start all of this over again. Okay. Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to be talking about some upcoming releases. These release the later half of the year, so in the next couple months. I have a few that actually release next year, but like the beginning of the year. I'm just gonna talk about the books. This is kind of like my fall winter TBR. You guys know I don't usually stick to TBRs, but I am ridiculously excited about these books and I'm gonna talk about that. I love that Kindle Unlimited feature where it's like upcoming releases for you, because it reminds me about all the books that I would have forgotten about that I am really excited about, but I just have like the memory of a goldfish. Any hoozles, let's talk about the books I'm excited about. So the first one is by Catherine Moon. It is called Faith and the Dead End Devils, and this releases October 31st. Is it Halloween? It releases on Halloween? I need to focus. I need to focus. This is like book 8 in the Sweetverse series. You do have to read it in order, so you have time to catch up if you've never read this series. It's basically a series that Catherine Moon and Lana Cole co-write, so usually Catherine Moon will release a book and then Lana Cole will release a book. It's kind of all within the same universe. Don't know what Omegas are. It's basically kind of like a shifter romance, but a little bit more human because they don't actually shift. I have an entire video on Omegaverse and what it is and recommendations. It's a subtrope that I just love. I love with my whole heart and corazon. So I will leave it down below if you aren't familiar with that term. But this is book 8, so I think you have to read it in order, unfortunately. But like I said, you have time to catch up. This one follows Faith, who we got her brother Adam's story in the last book that Catherine Moon released, Bad Alpha. Oh, I love that book so much. In this world, some people are kidnapping Omegas and kind of selling them on the black market like a sex trafficking ring. Faith is one of the Omegas that ended up getting kidnapped and separated from her twin brother, who has been looking for her and trying to protect her. And she ends up stumbling upon a group of alphas who she has had horrible luck with alphas, and they have all just treated her horribly because she was an Omega. Obviously, these alphas are super sweet and want to protect her, and she ends up kind of falling into their pack. So I'm so excited for this one. Literally cannot wait. I will read anything Catherine Moon writes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Also has one releasing in January, which is very exciting, and I'm just going to talk about really quickly. It releases January 19th, 2023, and this is Games with the Orc by Catherine Moon, and this is part of the Monster Smash Agency. That name is divine, perfect, wonderful. I just joined Catherine Moon's Patreon and she releases chapters of this book, so I might get to read it a little bit earlier, which I'm very excited about. So in this book, our heroine, Sunny, I think that's her name, Sunny, breaks up with her boyfriend. She doesn't break up with him because he's horrible or anything like that. He's just a little normal, like, if that makes sense. Like, she is just longing for something different. She feels like her life is very mundane and boring, and she's always kind of had a fantasy about mating with an orc. She's human, and if you guys have ever read an orc romance, they're just like these large, in charge, muscular, buff, wonderful green monsters. She wants to be with one, so she ends up going to like an agency and hires a sex worker slash orc to kind of fulfill those fantasies, and that's what this romance is, and oh my god, I'm excited. Next one is another monster romance, so again, this is perfect for my fall TBR, and that is the Kraken's Sacrifice by Katie Roberts. This is the second book in her Deal with the Demon series, and it releases October 11th. I don't think that you need to read these in order. I read the very first one, and it was good. It's just all in the same world. Like, I feel like you can read them out of order. This is a Kraken romance. So in this series, there are like 4 or 5 humans who end up making a deal with a devil, basically, to go to this monster realm and pay like years of servitude. They all have their different reasons for making this deal. The very first one, our heroine is like getting out of an abusive relationship and he ends up handling that situation, and then she goes to this monster realm. So all of them are being auctioned off to different leaders of this monster realm. The very first one is a dragon, and this one is a kraken. A kraken romance. I'm excited. The only other kraken romance I've read was by Lillian Lark, and I loved it. The tentacles. I really hope there's tentacles. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. Next up is a regular degular contemporary. Look at me. I literally never read contemporaries, but this one is by Candy Steiner, and I do like her books. So this is Quarterback Sneak. So this one I saw, I don't even think it has a cover yet. I just saw a little blurb of it and I was very intrigued. So this is Quarterback Sneak, and it is described as a forbidden sports romance. So from my understanding, this follows the romance between the quarterback, like the star quarterback of this football team, and the coach's daughter. So it's made very clear that no one on the team can date the coach's daughter. Also because she is the athletic trainer for the team, so if anyone dates her, they would get kicked off the team. But our quarterback ends up getting injured and has to kind of work very closely with this athletic trainer, and they end up falling for each other. I'm excited. Not really sure. I'm not sure. Does this take place in college or high school? Like, is it high school football or college football? I have a feeling it's college football because she's an athletic trainer. I feel like a high schooler wouldn't be that. To be determined, okay? To be determined. I love Candy Steiner. I do. I don't read many contemporary books, so this is usually not my vibe, but I just feel like this would be good. You know, I have that feeling in my soul again, my corazón. Next one that I think is going to be so perfect for my fall TBR, and it is called Charming Your Dad by Sarah Blue. This comes out September 30th, and it's an ex-boyfriend's dad trope. We love to see it. We love to see it. We love it. I love it. You love it. I'm gonna read the synopsis for this one because I just need you guys to like feel it, you know? Check 1, 2. All right. Every witch knows you shouldn't use spells for revenge. Blair doesn't care much for right and wrong, but she's already on the council's radar. What's the best mortal way to get back at a cheating ex-boyfriend? Bewitching his dad, of course. So yeah, she ends up having a relationship with his dad after a little love potion situation. Cannot wait to read that one, and I really love Sarah Blue. I've read a couple of her other novellas, and they're just fabulous. Also, another book by Sarah Blue that is coming out very soon. It's called Too Tempting. It is the 4th book in the Heat Haven Omegaverse series. It's a series of novellas that also take place in an Omegaverse world. It kind of follows this agency called Heat Haven, which is somewhere that Omegas can go, like a safe place for them to go during their heats, and they can pick like their certain nests, and they can build their pack and the alphas that will care for them during their heat, and it's like a safer way to do that for Omegas. And this whole series follows people who use this service. I do think you kind of have to read the series in order as well, but they're all novellas and they're all wonderful, so I highly recommend. This is a poly romance, which you guys know is my favorite thing ever. It's a poly romance with 2 girls and 3 guys. Lots of alphas, omegas, betas situation. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love it. I love it. I need to read it. It comes out November 30th if I didn't say that. Next, oh my god, when I saw this, the ways it made me feel. This is How to Marry a Marble Marquess, and it is part of the Regency Monster Romance series by C.M. Niscosta. C.M. Niscosta has my whole heart and soul. She really does. I love her to pieces. She writes all of these like monster romances, a Mothman, a werewolf one, a Minotaur one, and now she is giving us a historical romance, a historical monster romance. I don't even need to know the premise, the plot, absolutely nothing. I just need it. I just need it, you know? But this comes out kind of far, okay? February 23rd, 2023. How sad for me, because now I have to wait for that. But I have gotten her arcs in the past, so hopefully I could read this a little sooner, because I'm dying inside with the actual cover. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, moving on. Oh, stop the presses. Hot on the press. Literally forget anything I told you in this video. Give my whole heart, body, and soul and first fucking born child to get an arc of this book. Right kidney? Sure. Can have it all. I would give anything to get an arc of this book. Like, I'm so excited. I could cry. I could literally cry. It comes out December 6th. We don't even have a cover for the book yet. We just know it's coming. She did say she was releasing it soon. I posted like a TikTok of how excited I was for this, and she said that the cover should be releasing this month. So, oh, I'm so excited. December 6th is the day. It is the day for our Anastasia retelling by Sophie Lark, and I don't think it's like an Anastasia Dimitri situation. I think it's like an Anastasia Rasputin. Rasputin? Is that how you fucking pronounce his name? I don't think so. Wow. I'm really doing this book an injustice. Doesn't matter. It's Sophie Lark. I will read whatever the fuck she writes. Love her to pieces. Literally got a tattoo because I loved one of her books so much. It's the strawberry from Brutal Prince. I'm just gonna sit here in my feelings for a little bit because this doesn't come out till December. I'm just gonna sit here. If you get an arc of this book, may the odds ever be in your favor. All right, that is the books that I am so excited about, and some of them don't come out for a while, so now I'm just like in my feelings. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys are excited for this end of quarter, seasonal, autumnal TBR situation. Leave your recommendations down below. I would love to read them. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!